Hi, so this is going to be a video about how I got my real estate license. The title is actually clickbait. I am 19. I got my real estate license after 3 months after turning 19, so let's just get that out of the way. And I started off by buying the CE Shop. That was my course. I have a video about a review on the CE Shop down below for real estate. I paid $100 for the course, and it came with an exam prep. The one that I bought came with an exam prep, and I took my test twice before passing. The first time I just did the course and the exam prep, and I memorized like all the words that were on the course. I memorized everything, and I failed. So I also needed to watch some live streams. I watched some live streams of courses that were in my state. So I'm in Florida, Orlando, Florida, and I watched this guy that was based out of Miami, and he was really helpful to help me pass my exam. And there was also another person that was in Orlando that teaches the math behind the real estate exam. So if you live in Florida and you want to take the test, I'll link those down below as well. And they're also linked in the CE Shop review video that I did. So there's that. I studied all the words. I committed myself 100% to the material. So that means that if you're studying part-time, so let's say you're going to school or something and you're just doing this part-time, that means at least 3 hours a day, 5 to 7 days a week. Lock yourself in a closet, or don't actually take my advice, because if somebody gets locked in a closet, I'm gonna get in trouble. But shut yourself off from the world for 3 hours a day. Wake up earlier, go to sleep later, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Just turn off your phone and work. Actually work. Commit yourself 100% to the material, because that's the only way that you're gonna pass. That's the only way it's gonna work. If you half-ass it, you're gonna fail. That's just how it is. If you're doing it full time, do 7 hours a day, 5 days a week. This way you'll get done a lot quicker. You can commit yourself to the material. You have enough time every day to let all the information sink in. I'm not saying learn new information every single day, but practice the information. Don't overload your brain with all these new words. Just, take a unit, take, some of the notes, really go in depth on them and learn them. Okay? You have to commit yourself 100%. And my last piece of advice for taking the test is to go through practice quizzes online. They have some on YouTube. I'm going to turn my air conditioning because it's hot. I hope this doesn't mess with the sound. There's some on YouTube. It's practice quizzes online, on Google. There's plenty of stuff. And make sure that the one that you watch is accurate. Okay? Make sure that the YouTube's videos you're watching are accurate information. Make sure they're coming from reputable sources, because that's the only way because some people just put wrong information out there, and then when you go to take the test, you're gonna get the question wrong. So just make sure that you are getting it from sources that are reputable. I think that's all my advice for passing the exam. Just be consistent. Go through all the information. Don't skip anything. Learn all the big words, all those intimidating big words that you think you're never going to use. Just learn them, because they're going to be all over the test. It may ask you a question that has nothing to do with that term, but that term's going to be in there, and if you don't know that term, the question's going to seem hard when it's really easy. You know what I mean? Oh, and as far as actually taking the test, I scheduled it online, so you don't have to do it in person right now. I don't know if it's because of COVID or whatever, but I took it in 2020. I took it online. you can schedule, like, if you pass the course and everything, you can schedule your state test for tomorrow if you want to. So that whole, oh, you have to wait 6 months, that's not true. At least in Florida, that's not true. You can, like, schedule it a day before or 3 days before you actually take the exam. So don't worry about freaking out and trying to take or trying to get everything before you take the exam, because if you fail, you can just take it. You can take it again, and they'll send you a failure report. When I took it the first time I failed, I was 3 questions shy of passing, and they showed me where I missed in the report. They showed me exactly where I missed, so I can study those. I went on the YouTube and figured out exactly what I did wrong and how to correct it. So those are my tips for passing the exam, and I think that if you follow it, it's pretty easy. That's the easiest part of getting your license is learning the material, doing the course, and taking the test, because after that, shit gets real. So thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, please comment or email me. I have all my contact info below, for who I am, my team, my brokerage, everything. So just please ask me questions. I'm always here. So thanks.